Good morning. That's where we just were. I've just been taking photos of that. So I have a photo of that mountain every year and you can compare the snowfall and what have you. Anyway. It's a beautiful day. Blue sky. And it's about 11 o'clock, so we're going to hopefully grab some sandwiches and head up Sparenmoos, do a round walk, and then Alex gets here this evening. That's the plan at the moment. Obviously it could change at any moment, as all our plans can. And that's the Adler, which this year is looking cleaned. It's still overpriced and closed a bit too often, but you can see it's had a bit of nice wood treatment. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Time to go up a mountain. Right. That is restaurant Sparenmoos, which is no more because it's closed. And we are heading on a moor walk towards Cheese, actually. But we'll see what happens when we get to the Cheese. Into the mists. It's a lovely day again. And Alex should be flying currently. He should be somewhere over the south coast, maybe in France. So this is our lunch break in the middle of the moos. In fact, there appears to be a giant moos behind you. That all looks moos-like.
But at least it's better to get it.
And this is just Sparenmoos Hotel is just round the corner there. There's a massive mast thing, which is possibly military. And then over here, have the mountains above Zweisimmen. And that big peak is where we were, above where we were yesterday. See the scree slope?
No, it's not. Brian, it's
Same
not
one.
the same thing. You need water.
It's water. Your body treats it as water.
And that's where we're going, past the orange. On the ridge.
I think it'll be quite a climb coming back up the hill because we're going to go way down it. Because we've only reached...
There's Bolt again.
I don't know if that's...
I'm being attacked by bugs, excuse me. And there's all the hills around. So there's Jean Pass. Then this is the moor, which this is the moor walk, so these are the moors. And there's that aerial. So here we are on the return leg of the Moos walk. It's very, very nice. And there's nobody here. There were a few people at the Burgfluh selling cheeses and yogurts and things. But there's nobody else. Except lots of crickets. Don't know if you can hear them. So we've repaired that bench temporarily by hitting the nails in with that big stick. And now we've got to zigzag our way across the hillside.
No, we read from the other side.
That's where we're going. We are at the end of our moos veg. Fully moosed. That's where we went. Through that gap there. There's the car. We've just got one wiggle left to do. Wind's picked up, clouds picked up. And their washing is probably all in the garden. Evening. more familiar wetness in the mountains. That won't stop us, however, because I now have waterproofs from head to toe. So the plan is to go down to a place called Oi and continue our walk down the valley there, which we've been doing for 4 years. We'll eventually reach the end, but maybe not today. At the moment it's a bit nippy out actually, people are postcard writing now. I'm preparing beans. Okay. We're off, it's 1 o'clock and you can guess the weather based upon the attire and the fact that because it's transparent. It's amazing, this plastic.
There's a fold right in front of the lens.
No, there's not. Anyway, the sound will be a bit dodgy because obviously it's in a waterproof case. We're going to Oi. Here we are in Oi. You'll notice it's only 4 kilometres to Wimmis by car.
Oh, is that what it means? Because that confused me, because it was 6 over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, whereas it's about 6 to walk and about 7 if we go over the blub. That, which is just there.
We can make a decision on that nearer the time.
Yes, but first of all, the first stage of the walk is to head to Burgfluh station.
Right. And certainly there's a train here at 10 to the hour.
Yes.
Seems like it.
Now this is technically day 6 of the walk, although it's also technically year 4. But year 4, day 6. And we're going to attempt to go to Wimmis. But you can see the weather is wet. So there's a wet wobbly bridge. In the wet wobbliness. It is. And so we are, there you go, there's the sign, Wonderweg. There's the path. And there's the woods filled with Baskervillian hounds and yes. If you see a shelter, let me know, because it'd be quite useful. Yeah, well there's two. There's 2 separate Wonderwegs and they don't join, you see, and we're on with this one and we want to get to that one. This is the random factory where we've just had lunch.
Can't work out what it produces.
It produces pallets, huge selection of wooden pallets. It's quite big, I'll give you some scale. There it is. Right, now we've got to go into the corn. Well, not into the, well maybe into the corn, if the farmer doesn't see us. So the weather's dramatically improved. It's now exactly the same. Water seems to fall from the sky. Now, this is quite a steep path, but as you can see, you can go to Wimmis, which is where we're heading, in either direction. Left is the easy valley route, and right is up to the top of the Burgfluh, which is, well, I mean, you can't really, it's up there, in short, which is where we shall head momentarily when party 2 appears. It was party 2 or party A.
In both directions. So there's that route, and we'll go that way and see how we get on.
We're at the top.
Yeah.
That's quite steep. Got an oxygen headache.
Interesting to see how far up the legs are.
It's about another 50-60 metres. It's not very far, but whew. Some wild mushrooms. This is the path we've come up. Lovely woodland path. A little wet. This bit's not so steep, thankfully. We're nearly at the point where we start coming down again. and I'm rather warm. I spoke too soon. Got up some more. Oh. Now, I can't tell if I'm wet from the rain or the sweat. We're going Lothar Pfad. That's the peak. They've got some new firs. We're heading
That's really cleverly
on
done.
the side. We're at the top. You can tell because there's a howling wind, a mountain covered in cloud. This is the gorge that you drive through, and there's the view back. This is the path, and this is the state of the wood. Collapsamundo. Now we've got to head back down there. See, there's Lake Toon.
Oh yeah.
When I zoom in,
Wow.
there it is, in the mist. Right, onwards. And for the, yeah, that's a little bit precarious for those trees. Insane. Oh well. Here we go. And welcome to some extreme bullshit action. Look at that ground. That's the view. It's excellent. It's just quite slippery.
Yeah, having just said this is a good walk to do in the rain.
Yes, so you don't want to fall down there or down here. You don't want to fall. Let's just put it that way. So I'm going to put the camera away. Okay, it's still bullshitterous.
Yeah.
And it's still quite steep, and we've come down most of that on our bum. And I'm going to have to put the camera away again, because that's just how it is. We've nearly completed the Vorshits, as you can see, because we're level with the castle. It's still interesting underfoot. There's the station, there's the lake behind that ridge, and that's all there is.
What's annoying is I bet that film doesn't capture how
Vertiginous this is, yeah. Well, if I hold this horizontally, there you go, now you get an idea. We're finally below the Schloss. Now I don't know where the other parties are.
2 hours.
To Wimmis, up there.
1 hour to Burgfluh. 1 hour to the top.
1 hour up, yeah.
That's a load of shit.
It's a load of bullshit.
It's a load of bullshit.
It doesn't say halt off Langham. There you go, that's the classic. Windows has crashed. Memory error. Burgholz.
We don't want Burgfluh.
No, that's where we had lunch. I think I might be wet from head to foot.
Yes.
There we go. See? Clear. Sun's even trying to come out. See, look, blue and sun and wet people and very wet person. And it's time for some cooking.
Where's the
Okay, we are moments from heading off. Moments, undefinable length of time. Postcards being done. Trousers soon to be repaired after
don't know that.
disastrous
Where's the
bullshit action yesterday.
where is the
But the sun's come out, you can see through the skylight
where's the
there.
other priority?
And we're heading back to where we left off yesterday, to Wimmis,
Yeah, but there's
to walk down to Spiez.
oh, it's there. Oh, God.
As I said, in moments.
No.
So we're up near Zweisimmen church. Just waiting for some shops to reopen. Zweisimmen church.
Because they've lost the bottom ones on this side. Because the sun probably has reached them from there, I suspect.
So finally we're off.
And it's only 10 to 3.
It's only 10 to 3. The car works again.
Well, don't say that because you don't know.
There's the looming Burgfluh behind us, but we're going to try and find somewhere to lunchify. Coming through Wimmis, just gone past Hausweg, which means house walk, chalet number 1, and this is number 2. Can you make out the detail though? It's quite impressive. See all the carving and painting. And they write the story when they built the house on the side. One other level of complexity, you'll see that it's transparent. So if you do not like heights, this is not really the bridge for you. I mean, it's an excellent view. It's just a long way down. So this is the river that runs into Lake Spiez. Quite sizable. And behind you'll see a bridge. And you'll note we're also on a bridge which runs under the road. It's the road up there. And across this canyon. Quite an impressive piece of engineering because it's Swiss. This is the local biomass plant, so they're generating energy from that. And that's a very inviting road, but it kind of looks, can you make it out, almost English somehow. It's all deciduous trees and beech and sycamores. But we're not going there, we're going up there. So we're in the deciduous wood up above Spiez. It reminds me a little bit of Ricky Wood. But then, you know, I suppose apart from the huge mountain lake in the Alps and that. But other than that, exactly the same. Coming down into Spiezwilde, just above Spiez. Nice big quince tree, filled with quinces.
There's a quince tree there.
And this is our route down the hill. It's a nice farm road.
Doesn't look far, does it, from where we've come?
And we've just started. There's Burgfluh in the middle.
Doesn't look very far.
Well, it's not very far.
Feels far.
And we've come round these mountainous blobs and down the road there with the yellow house. And we are very nearly there, as I will show you in seconds from now. Any idea what that is?
Well, we think it's rye.
Rye. Oh.
Yeah. It's certainly not wheat, and it's certainly not oats or barley.
So, look. Waiting. There's Spiez Station. It's the end of our travels. There's the lake through there, you can see. Time for a drink. Only took us 3 years and 3 weeks to go 27 kilometres. Good work. Welcome to a dry morning. There's a bit of cloud if you look that way.
It doesn't change really all day, does it?
No, but it's very still and there's not a lot of breeze and it's sort of grey but pleasant. Can't see any cats and vegetable escapades. No. We're going to head down to the Diana. Yes, Alex is somewhere in there. That's where we're heading. Towards Zweisimmen, about 1.5 kilometres to go. Then coming through the wet slowly. It did say it was going to be wet today, so it's not a huge shock. But you know, it's never fun. It's supposed to be wet tomorrow morning as well, and I'm hoping and it cheers up a bit for a couple of days, especially next week when the girls arrive finally. Yeah. Little hut on his little orchard. Here we are again, very familiar sight, Zweisimmen station. It's really wet and grey. I'm going to head back on the train. when everyone's got their stuff, and then we're going to have some lunch, make a decision for this afternoon. Welcome to the lunchtime cookathon with rösti in progress, casserole in progress, and soup completed pretty much, and then fish, which goes into those two devices there.
I don't know whether it's catching or not. Well, this is all. I think